Hi guys, Anton here today, and I'll be showing you how to get both of the raid chests in Garden of Salvation solo on a Titan. This is a modified route of the guy on YouTube called Creoda, C-R-E-O-D-A. I'll link his video below where he does it on a warlock. You can do that way, but if you also have a Titan, you can also use this method and unlock a second set of loot on your Titan. Perfect. So we're going to get straight into this video and what you will need. To make this as fast as possible, I'm just going to list off the things you will need. You'll need middle tree thundercrash, you'll need top tree hammers for its shoulder charge, you'll need a mountaintop with sticky grenade, you'll need a midatool for extra mobility, a max mobility Titan. You can buy armor from your collections and apply mobility mods to buff this up. The more mobility, the easier this will be, as Titans do not have the verticality of other classes. You'll need lion ramparts, and then you will just need basically lightweight frame weapons where you can put them in, such as mida, midi tool, or the recluse. Perfect. After that, load up the Garden of Salvation and head straight in. In different segments of this video, I'll be switching between catapult jump and Highlift for different reasons, and I'll put that on the screen so you understand which jump I'm using at the time, as they drastically affect certain elements of doing the jumping puzzles that I'll be using. Other than that, this is a pretty easy to follow guide, very simple, follows pretty much the same method as the other guy, although I have to modify it for the Titan, and the only thing you really need to learn how to do in this video is platform and to use sticky grenades from the mountaintop to basically allow yourself to get areas where other classes don't need to. I'll cover that in just a moment. The only other thing you need to basically do is have a second special weapon in your secondary slot. So if you do run out of mountaintop ammo, you can switch to double secondaries, and it'll give 0 ammo, switch back to your primary, wait a little bit, and you'll get free special ammo to allow you to continue on and not having to restart. As we drop down here, there is 2 platforms. You land on this initial one, but you want to move over to the side as it is a closer distance to basically where we're going to land. With lion ramparts, mobility, a mida tool, and hammer strike shoulder charge, we can space out our jumps and use the shoulder charge to cover the last bit of distance to land on this platform safely and without having to use any other means of getting there. The reason I use hammer strike is its shoulder charge distance it covers is longer than the others and is more useful for me. I use it in PvP to dodge sniper shots and basically use like a Twilight garrison. Now that we're here though, we need to switch to our thundercrash Titan, and we're going to put on catapult lift. This is a tricky part and requires a lot of patience basically. You want to make use of the special ammo refund glitch, which I do here, which is basically just using up all your ammo, getting free ammo, which will disappear in a second. What we're going to do though is we're going to fire a mountaintop at that wall in front of us, try and get a platform on it with catapult jump, which is very hard. Does not work well, and then we're going to try and immediately jump off and then jump up to the light rings. This will allow us to continue on. Although what you can do if you're a little bit more brazen, I don't know the word for that, is jump up on that platform and then use a thundercrash to hit the wall behind these lights. The only downside is you have a moment where you cannot use jump, so you need to recover very quickly to land on these platforms, as there is a gap between the lights and the wall. Here though, we're switching to Highlift to give us just enough lift to get up to this next level. You can stay on catapult here for the next segment, but Highlift does help when you get past this next chest. So we've spawned the undergrowth area. We're going to land down here. There's no lights that blind you, unlike when you do it properly. And we're continuing on straight down to this left path, heading towards where basically the platform goes up and down and the chest is in the wall. The chest won't drop any loot for me because I did this run to try and practice on my Titan and work out safe methods of doing this. But it 100% works, and I would recommend doing this if you aren't high enough light level and you want to get some mods, because you can get the enhanced Voltic ammo finder, which is heavy ammo, relay defender, the tether chain thing. It's really, really good. But anyway, here is the first chest. I hope that helps you find that. We are now going to move on to the second chest. I would stay on Highlift just for the moment. I have put catapult, but Highlift, we're going to go around to the platform and head into the next section. So that is the first chest. Thank you, and we're going to move on to number 2. Okay, so this is basically where we're going to start the second jumping puzzle. Once you've cleared this, it is home sailing. Very, very easy after this point where we go up. But for the moment, I would recommend switching to a midatool. It allows us to clear these jumps a little bit better because we have the increased mobility, which means higher jump size, longer ability to stay in the air and recover. We do need the Mountaintop in a little bit to do the sticky grenade glitch, but for the moment, midatool is what you want to use. And just follow this path. I'm not really going to say where you land. Just try and follow the video the best you can. When I was watching the other one, it's hard to describe until you've actually been in this area. Once you land up here, something that I was doing is basically waiting on this platform, standing still for about 5 seconds. That way, if you screw up this next jump and you overshoot the turn and you fall down and die, this is where you'll respawn. Kind of a lifesaver, as you don't want to keep redoing the same platforming, which gets a bit frustrating. Other than that, we're just going to basically jump back, the turn back disappears, and you're going to have to hit this corner the best you can. There is quite a number of things you can clamber onto. But now we're going to jump up and pull out our Mountaintop to do the sticky grenade glitch. We do need to switch to Highlift here, and we're going to be using the grenade. But the thing is, you need to work out where you're going to put the grenade in relation to your mobility and how high you can jump. This is because the next jump we're doing is quite high, and that's why we need Highlift. But if you don't have the mobility or the ability to get as high, you need to put the grenade where you can use it. So for me, I maxed out my mobility to 99, which is 99, which is the best I could do. But once we're up here, we're done, basically. We're just straight up done. It's great. Next segment is easy sailing and just one kill barrier we need to pass. But other than that, we are done. Okay, so for here, we're switching back to catapult and back to our midatool. The reason we're going to use catapult is it allows us to hover above the kill barrier and avoid it for a longer period of time. I move to the right as I get more of a run up and I'm not forced in by the invisible walls. What you're going to do is basically try your best to avoid the wall as long as you can. You can use the thundercrash slam to clear the last bit of distance. This allows us to avoid dying. And we're going to jump over here in the next segment. Do not use thundercrash though, just fall down. Literally falling is faster than using thundercrash. I don't know why you go so slow down. That just confused the hell out of me when I was doing it. Luckily enough, I cleared it and I'm just using that footage. other than that, this is done. The rest of the jumping is extremely simple, 100% doable on pretty much any class from here. So what you can do is get to the last segment, actually invite your fire team. So once you get to the Vex Lake, invite people in, they skip everything, and then they can basically platform to the chest and unlock the chest with you. Very, very handy if you have characters that are underleveled but you want to maybe get mods or possibly armor. I've only had mods drop from this chest, but a friend got armor, so I kind of missed out there. But the mods are quite handy regardless in the raid, especially if you are underleveled or not doing too well. Other than that, please stay around for the rest of the video. Leave a like. Go check out the other guy's video. I would have not paid any attention to being able to glitch outside the map, but this is just my modified version for the Titan. I really, really hope you like it. And go down to the description, go to that guy's video, leave him a like, and thank you for watching. Stay around to the end, and I'll see you guys later.